A group of friends was staying at this remote cabin that one of my friend's cousins owned. There were no roads leading to the cabin, and it was a good 3/4 of a day hike from where you could park your car. I couldn't go at the same time as everyone else due to work obligations, so I decided to head up the same day, but only later in the afternoon. It would mean I would have to camp for a night by myself, though. The latter part of the trail is too dangerous to be taken at night, especially by someone who doesn't know it. I didn't care, though. I was kind of looking forward to it, as I've never camped alone before. So I was in the middle of these woods when the sun went down. I got my camp set up in this small clearing, probably 40 feet across. Get my campfire going and pitch my small one-person tent, doing all that camping stuff like cooking hot dogs on a stick over the fire and s'mores. I'd probably stay up for a good 2 or 3 hours after dark. It was mid-autumn, so days were somewhat short. The entire time I thought I heard stuff moving in the woods on the edge of the clearing. I didn't think anything of it at first, because the woods are full of animals. But as the night went on, I realized that whatever it was just circling the clearing over and over. Once I started paying attention to it, it made 4 or 5 laps around before I decided to get up and investigate. The noise stopped as soon as I stood up, and I thought I heard some sound going away through the woods. I shrugged it off, thinking it was some fox that was curious, that got scared when I stood up. So I decided it's time to sleep. I douse the fire and climb into my tent. I start to doze off and stay in that half-asleep, half-awake state for a while. I normally hear weird shit when I'm in this state, so I don't think much of it. When I hear a voice, something wakes me all the way up, though, and I realize the voice is real and right outside my tent. It's just above a whisper, and I'm not sure if it was another language or if they were just speaking English in some marveled, jumbled way that I couldn't understand. I lay there for some time, not knowing how long, listening and waiting for something to happen. There's just enough moonlight to light up the walls of my tent, so I can see when a hand presses into the wall of my tent down near my foot. This freaks me out, and I sit up quickly. Whoever was outside the tent tore ass out of there, like running full sprint through the woods. I get out of my tent and shine the flashlight around and see nothing. I was expecting there to be a bloody handprint on the tent, but nope. Didn't sleep that night. Packed up camp at first light and booked it to the cabin.